Alright, picking up where we left off. So, when we last left off, Miss Peacock disproved Miss Scarlet. So, it's time for Miss Scarlet to end her turn. So, now it's Professor Plum's turn. And we'll move him out. And we'll try and make a suggestion. As you can see, he can't make a suggestion at this time. So he can't really do it. He can't do anything. I mean, he could make an accusation. Here, we'll show making an incorrect accusation. So as we know, Miss White in the lounge with the candlestick is, has been disproven. So if we make this accusation, then Professor Plum lost with the accusation of Mr. White lounge with the candlestick. So, as Mr. Plum is no longer technically in the game and moving, he has, he's just there to make disprovals. So he ends his turn. Oh, well, actually, I forgot. It automatically ends your turn. So now it is Mrs. White's turn. And Mrs. White, or not Mrs. White, sorry, Miss Peacock's turn. And where's Miss Peacock? Miss Peacock's in the bottom left corner. So she moves up out of the conservatory, and she has nothing to do but to end her turn. And to show player collision, it is now Miss Scarlet's turn. So we will try to move Miss Scarlet up, but as you can see, it's an invalid move because there's a player already in the hallway. So a valid thing to do would have been, we can move back into the lounge again, or we can come out into this other hallway here. So we'll move her out into the right here, and then we will end her turn. And as you can see, it says it says it's Professor Plum's turn, but it's actually not Professor Plum's turn. It's just a textual bug. So if we try to move up for Miss Peacock, as you can see, it didn't even ask to do Professor Plum's turn. That was just text mapping error. Miss Peacock is now in a room, so she must suggest. She cannot end her turn. And this is which one is this? I believe this is the ballroom, and we'll do Colonel Mustard. And if not, it won't let me do it. So it looks like it's not the ballroom. I think it's the library. Okay, it looks like it's a lot. And as you can see, Colonel Mustard moved to the library, and it looks as though Professor Plum can disprove. So even though Professor Plum can no longer move on the board, he can disprove Miss Peacock's suggestion. So we'll look into her cards and see what she has. Looks like she has the rope and she can disprove. So Miss Peacock sees that the rope was not involved in the murder. However, Miss Scarlet sees that it was disproven, but not necessarily that what it was disproven with. So for this case, we're going to show you what an accusation for a win victory would look like. Just for simplicity reasons, at the beginning of the game in the console, we print out what the winning cards are because we know you don't want to see a 45-minute video or like an hour. So it looks like Miss White, Wrench, and the Ballroom are the correct cards for a win condition. So we're going to end Miss Peacock's turn, and then we'll go to Miss Scarlet's turn, and we'll move her into the ballroom. Oops. The ballroom, and we'll have her make a suggestion. And it looks like Professor Plum can disprove that. And Professor Plum will disprove with the card that he's holding himself. And even though Miss Scarlet was disproven, she can still make an accusation. But because I forgot to change the parameters, she also lost.
All these people are dropping like flies. This is how you...
So now it is no longer her turn or Plum's turn. It is Miss Peacock, who is the last one remaining. And we'll show you, since you can make an accusation anywhere. Well, here, we can move her out into the hallway. We'll move her up into this hallway, and
you can also keep moving. I mean, like if you're the only player left, right? I mean, yeah.
Whoops! I clicked accusation, and it looks like everyone lost.
Well, yeah.
We will. I already set the game up and to show you a win condition.
Yes.
And as we showed before, you simply connect and then start. And as the rules state, Miss Scarlet always goes first, and we're gonna cheat, and she's gonna win on her first turn. So it looks like the winning cards are Miss Scarlet, Candlestick, in the ballroom. So Miss Scarlet, where's ballroom? With the candlestick, and then we'll make an accusation. And as you can see, Miss Scarlet won with the accusation. Miss Scarlet, candlestick in the ballroom, and then you just quit. And then if you want to start another game, you just come back in, start it up, and you're good to go.